He's like, all right, let's rehearse it. Let's go through it right now. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to act against Benicio del Toro right now.
It's a real nightmare.
The film deals with themes of deception, and when I think of the word reptile and this idea of snakeskin, I think of the shedding of skin, right? Introducing a character as one thing and revealing them to be something else. That's something that we play within the movie for all the characters. We're gonna talk through the creative process behind my first feature film, Reptile. I thought I wanted to be a film composer. College, first year in a film history class, I remember watching Alain René's Hiroshima Mon Amour, and it was like in that moment I knew that I wanted to be a director. After college, I started directing music videos for friends of mine who were in bands. It became a sort of career that I just pursued and spent a good portion of the last decade directing music videos. When you make a music video, you usually have like a day, maybe two max. And I think that pressure to succeed, that pressure to make something good with a short amount of time, with a certain budget that a lot of people are going to see, I thrived on that pressure. You learn what your style is, what you're good at. I think I always knew that I wanted my first film to be a sort of crime thriller. I wanted to make something that was more of a contemporary noir that sort of paid homage to great films from the past, but also did something a little bit more modern and just make something that was unique. My producers worked with Benicio on Sicario. They said, listen, we can give Benicio the script. Are you cool with that? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You want to get God in the movie? Let's go. All right. I remember one of the first times I met with him, we were going through the script and talking about certain things, and he's like, all right, let's rehearse it. Let's go through it right now. I'm like, holy shit, I'm gonna have to act against Benicio del Toro right now. I'll never forget that experience for the rest of my life because he's so disarming as an actor and he's so talented. The way I like to work as a director is I like to articulate what my vision is as completely as I possibly can. And then I allow the actors to get inspired and let them sort of run free. I wanted to make a film that felt like a card trick, where as you're seeing it, you're sort of changing your opinions based on what's unfolding in real time. The longer you can create a sense of in real time claustrophobia, I think the more impactful it is for a viewer.
We're with the Scarborough Police Department, and we're looking for Sam Gifford.
Okay. That's me.
One of my favorite sequences in the movie is when Justin is giving a tour to Benicio's character of the house that's for sale.
You're not afraid of guns, are you?
Not if they're in the right hands.
That sequence is shot pretty much with all oneers. One is just the primary camera, which just pans with them as they enter the house. We set up a camera in the basement. And then the third camera was set up upstairs. So I'm letting this entire sequence play out in real time. That's just such a gift for a filmmaker, where you just feel really the magic of what's happening on screen. I never intended to direct music videos. I sort of just fell into that because of friends of mine who happen to be musicians or in bands. I have a deep appreciation and respect for how music and image work together. When you think of like great noirs or great thrillers, oftentimes those scores are just addictive and they're mesmerizing. There's sort of an internal tension. Some of my favorite films have very distinct singular scores where you can almost, when you hear the title of the movie, you can almost hear the film before you even see it. I knew that when making Reptile, I wanted to have a very bold and original and singular score that you would associate with the film. One of the things I learned was to allow myself to be free, allow myself to not subscribe, like I have to shoot a scene a certain way. I just sort of submitted to the experience of making a movie. Committing to whatever your path is and just refusing to give up is the most important thing. You're never gonna be happy unless you listen to yourself and make sure you execute your own vision. Obviously, you wanna be collaborative and you wanna hear other people's thoughts, but at the end of the day, you have to trust your instincts. Check out my first film, Reptile, only on Netflix.
Interesting, huh?